I'm Ty. We're here for Alternative Health. We're here with Hermann Muller, who's going to do a face reading, which is really exciting. I've never had a face reading done before. He has been so nice to let us come into his own home with his magical setting we have here. And I don't really know what we're going to do, but we're going to film it and we're going to find out some really cool things about me. I think we're going to do an energy clearing, and I know I'm going to get a lot out of it. He seems like an amazing person already, so let's see what happens.
Hi, Sai, how are you? Lovely to meet you.
Thank you. You too.
Good. So, some of this bone structure is already created, prepared in your mother's womb. Because that's how this part of her body is going to face the world that she has faced. So a lot of her DNA and her consciousness of how she's facing the world should reflect in that. And of course there will be DNA from your father too. So when I look at your heart center here too, I look at this big strong chest up there, but in the heart center there's a bit of a hollow. So it also shows the protectiveness with which you're very watchful of the world. Your eyes are deep set. So we learn about the world from the creation of the world. And through that it goes into our heart. And that picture in the back of the cranial board sends messages, and the heart will respond to how the body is going to react through its lower and upper part and give messages back. And that's how we learn about the world. So be very careful, because you've had a lot of challenges yourself in your life too. You can see that by the ears that stick out. Keep your ears pricked for trouble or pricked for challenges, right? But they're very small. Look how small they are. Only in the mental and in the emotional, not coming down here. So you've got your ears pricked for anything that may be mentally going to challenge your heart. So you're working between your heart and your mind constantly, and don't often listen to your body. If you work too much up there, if you look at the size of my ears, they connect from there to there. So long ears, so they're listening at that level, at that level, at that level. Whereas you are listening only into the upper parts. So you put a lot of energy into your upper consciousness and not really into your own body. So when we look at your body, you will find that the lower part of your body is not structured as strong as the upper part of your body too. So you may have felt a lot of challenges in your upbringing, especially when you're a young kid. And just now, smile that again, smile again. So your smile goes that way. This corner of your mouth is higher, this is lower. So you smile with, if I can say, a smirk. Yes. So the smirk is, the right side has got more tension, the left side is more relaxed. So each time you want to smile, this side is still, I'm not ready to smile. You may smile, but I don't think so. Because I remember in my upbringing, which is your left brain, which is your right side of your body, is the analytical side. And that's showing you, this fellow says, I don't have much to smile about. What are you smiling? So there's a lot of conflict between your mental and emotional structure. Yes. It shows this is much stronger, this is weaker. So you've learned to be very determined to go through in spite of the challenges, but at a price. And the price is being your heart. So this whole bone structure is less than this. So if you really notice, I'll put my hand here and you feel this bone is much bigger than that. This is much bigger. Have you noticed that?
No.
How long have you been with that, looking at that face?
38 years.
38 years, and I've only, how many minutes have I been looking at you?
2, 3, 4, maybe 5. But you're an expert at fish, so I'm not, I'm probably looking at other little things in my vanity. I'm not paying attention to my cheekbones.
So what happens? That's a message. There's a message there.
Yes.
We get so used to achieving what we put our mind to, we don't realize the things that are restraining me from my full potential. So the life purpose then, what's your life purpose? To bring into balance what you feel you've been denied. So you will improve your software and your hard disk up there, and you'll perform better than those people who created you.
Yes.
That's evolution. And you know now through neuroscience that there's nothing that goes to the brain that does not get from the body to the brain, because where in your computer does your hard disk tell your software what to do? The hard disk only gets it, and you need your software to get the readout of what you put in there before. So it's the software that we're changing, that's where we evolve. And that's why in your growing of your structure, But your software is what will give you the expression of action and interaction, that's emotions. So that's what we do in an emotional release, which you're going to do now, is that we're going to work with different parts of the body that have learned to stop expressing the fullness of the beauty of who you are because it may not be accepted. So my body is rebuilt, retailored, restructured to fit the environment. So we'll go ahead now and do an emotional release on you. First of all, you have a lovely body here, right? But this has been built up artificially. It doesn't come from your breathing. And this side is bigger than that side. You see the difference in the two sides? That is so big and that's so small. Yet both hands were lifting the same weights all the time. How come one is building and one is not building? Just like in your face, this is less, that's more. So again, my doing part is not getting the expression it wants to. You are not manifesting what you have in your heart. Your heart is so sensitive and so much yearning for those things. Yet the physical body says, where is it gone? I'm not getting it. If you look at your bone structure, see how high the bone is here, but it goes hollow in here. So this is being restrained from your young growing up for the lack of love and attention and affection that you yearned for so much. You construct a structure outside you and you're trapped on the inside because you can't get out. But it makes your heart feel safe. But when something is safe in the safe, you can't get it out of the safe. Now can you get into the safe? So it's still trapped. And the body structure that has built it will remember what it had to do to feel safe. So it's always in the consciousness of the cells, I've got to keep this because if that safety goes, I'll be vulnerable again. So the lesson is, come home. Love myself. There's nobody else that can do it. I have to do it by looking and supporting myself and loving myself and caring for myself. Because I will always have me with me and my soul will say, thank you for coming home. I only have your body, I have nobody else. All the things you face up front, you create a big strong front, yet the tension is all at the back in those muscles. They're like rocks. Feel them? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's how tight it is. Feel the tension in there? That's the resistance. You constructed your body so that you don't have to expose your heart. Inside is all so much love and light and sensitivity of that little boy locked up inside here. Wow. They're like steel cables in there. So these are emotional release, heart release, emotional release points. These are support points of your support system. And when it gets that tension, then it also can't express itself or feel it. Okay. That's your tension. Point of tension where you hold on to your by dear life, hanging in by the very perineum, which has, that is where the fear is locked for so many years, and the fear of leaving the planet. And your soul says, you're not going to get out of here, I'm going to hang on for dear life as long as you're here. You're not going to let me go. So, okay. So what I've got to show you, you felt a lot of tension when you were face down. Now you're going to face me. And I'm going to press the same points again. Because by turning your back on it, it's not releasing it enough. So you have to face me and look at me in the eyes. And I'm going to press your perineum point. This is where my soul connects to my base and up the front. We're going to test that perineum point now. So I'm going to hold it here. Put your arm around me. Look into my eyes. And now, feel the tension in there. And there's fear, there's anger, there's frustration, so many emotions locked up in there. Because those are the ones you're trying to escape from life, and your soul says, not for your dual life will you go, because I have to deal with them. So I've got to really press down deep to release that. Look into my eyes. And look, there's love and compassion. So release it and don't be afraid, because you are loved and you are cared for, because we care for you, my son. Okay, bless you. You're okay now. You're releasing the fear.
Okay, folks, that's the end of this session with Hermann. It has been an amazing experience. I'm going to definitely come back, because I don't think we're anywhere near finishing what Hermann has started. I've never had anything like that happen to me in my body. But we've got to go. We've run out of time. It seems like we could have spent another 3 hours doing what we're doing. I don't know if I would have survived another 3 hours, but it's been an amazing experience. I've just gone through a whole gamut of emotions. Hermann, you're a beautiful man. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you so much.
Takes one to know one.
Thank you so much.
Takes
Hermann.
one to know what beautiful is.
You're a beautiful man. See you guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.